Bitcoin is about to go absolutely parabolic, and you do not have enough yet. You are not well prepared for what we are about to experience. You're going to want to stay tuned right to the very end of this live session because, guys, my goodness me, we're about to see something unfold as you have never been before. And if you didn't see my video over here, my target for this crazy cycle and why I am more bullish on Bitcoin than I have ever been before, and why I specifically said in this video, in this thumbnail, that that's exactly where we are, then you're going to want to stay tuned because, guys, I have got jam-packed alpha for you non-stop throughout the session here today that is going to blow your mind out the water. And if you want to have a look at 1 or 2, maximum 3 charts today here, guys, I will happily do that in the live session towards the end. Any questions you have, hit me down in the comments below. In the meantime of this live stream, we are going to nail this session right here together. Let's start right here. Welcome back to my Crypto Bliss Spotlight sessions here with me, Kieran Cass, every single Monday night with you guys. Guys, I have been working hard. I've been working so hard. I've been publishing videos for you guys. I've been doing some cool stuff out here for you guys. I've been really working very hard at getting my momentum back up with you guys. So truly, I hope that you are absolutely engaged with me and my audience. And if you are not yet engaged, then hopefully you guys can subscribe to my Crypto Bliss channel. And of course, my beautiful Twitter page. I am definitely appreciating the followers slowly but surely engaging with me, liking my channel, sharing some more content with me. But enough of me and this channel. I want to delve right into the crazy content that I have set up and laid out for you guys tonight, because without this information, I don't think you're equipped enough to know what we're about to experience. And guys, I have a little trick up my sleeve. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, if you do not want to miss out, okay, on the opportunities that it is that I'm presenting to you, if you continue to look at where it is that I'm showing you, where it is that I've been purchasing, where it is that I continue to purchase, and how I continue to purchase into Bitcoin. Guys, now bearing in mind that anything under 70K for me personally is still going to be an absolutely exceptional buy. And truth be told, up until we surpass and find support on the 100K level at Bitcoin, guys, all I can say is that then at that point, I will say to you that even at 100K, we're still cheap. But I'm still going to say to you today, we're still cheap at 100K Bitcoin. And if you want to know more, go check out this video here and I'll show you exactly why. So, guys, thanks for being here with me today. I truly appreciate it. Let's rock on today. Today, the cryptocurrency market cap is up 1.5%. Today, currently sitting at $2.57 trillion. And we are busting our asses up. Our trading volume is more than double. As you can see here, we had a major slump in the market kind of over last night and kind of towards the end of the weekend, a strong end. And now we are seeing some crazy pumps out there, pumps out there in the market. Bitcoin is currently sitting above 68,151, up 8.4% for the week, 2% for the day. Ethereum is up 2.2%, up at 3,133. Tethers now bust through the 111 to the $112 billion level. BNB seems to be pretty stable. Solana's pumping like crazy, 6.8% today. XRP pumped 1.7%. Toncoin pumped 3%. Dogecoin 2%. Cardano 1.3%. Shiba 1.2%. And AVAX 3.7%. Chainlink down 1.5%. It's very interesting, guys. Anyways, enough of all of those, because today, even though our fear and greed index yesterday was 72, today we're seeing quite a bit of a pump, and I'm going to show you that in a moment on the charts. So make sure to stay tuned, because I know that you guys love charts. I don't know about other YouTubers, and sometimes they believe you guys don't dig charts and all of that, but charts are very important to the degree of whatever. It doesn't even matter. But what matters is if you're trading it and using my Bybit link down below, my Bitflex link down below, getting yourselves up to $128,000 deposit bonus, you guys can actually trade the volatility that we see in the fear and greed index, as well as we see on the ups and downs and kind of day to day. But truthfully, the short and the long of it, excuse the pun, is that the long-term trend for Bitcoin is absolutely, indefinitely, and ultimately extraordinarily bullish. So if you are in any way bearish on Bitcoin, I hear you on short-term time frames in moments where high volatility comes in and takes place. But the rest of it, wait till you see what it is that I'm going to show you later on in the video. So today, we're seeing the Morales money bubbles absolutely blitzing it. Lots and lots of green in the space today and very, very little red. So most is Solana and GRT pumping out there today, which is pretty decent. Now, I want to show you guys a few things out there in the market. Why it is that I believe that we are seeing some extraordinarily bullish moments right here, right now. So today, Quant Analyst Plan B says that Bitcoin is flattering 2017 vibes. I've been speaking to you guys that this is a combination of 2017 and 2013 for a very, very, very long time. And if you want to see my absolutely crazy, ludicrous, mad, bizarre craziness, go check out that video. I will leave it pinned up here in the comments for you guys. If you think that has any awesomeness in relation to this video that I'm currently doing for you guys, then please smash the subscription button, because you guys know that what it is that I've been speaking about for months and months and months, just like some of these other top analysts, you know, we're seeing some cool things. I may not push out some charts like this on Twitter at the moment, but I certainly am giving you some pretty decent content. I do share with you certain levels, you know, that if we do end up breaking out, like I said, we would be ready for next level. So continue to subscribe, because that's the fun of this channel. Anyways, so blue dot is accumulation phase. The red dot is bull market, and the yellow is distribution, and the green is bear market. So very, very interesting, right? Right now we're in a bull market. We can see that we're in a bull market. We just started. So we just started pump. We just started pump. We just started pump. We just started pump. Now, one thing I do want to point out about 2013, okay, is that we had a pretty decent, so we had this start out pump, then we had this distribution phase, and then we had this next pump. Then we had the distribution and back into the bear market. So the one thing that I've continued to tell you, and you'll see this on all of the charts that I'm about to show you in the rest of this live session, guys, but pretty much from the start to where we are today, it's gone up. Yes, it's pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Whoop-de-doo. It has literally just gone up. Have a look at the Bitcoin realized price. And as you can see, the Bitcoin realized price is the red dots, the realized cost price, the 2-year realized price, and the 5-month realized price. You know, we're miles and miles and miles and miles away. And we literally ride off of the blue line pretty much. So, you know, the whole entire way. Now, the interesting thing is that the historical Bitcoin miner revenue recovers 2 to 5 months after the halving and after the Bitcoin price goes vertical. So I'll show you now how it's recovery. So here's the halving, okay? Recovery, bam. Halving, recovery, bam. Halving, recovery, bam. Halving, recovery, bam. Do you guys see this number that is all the way up here? Why would you not be surprised if perhaps some of my numbers actually come alive? If you go watch that, you'll see why. Okay. But I will show you, and I will give you just an ever slight hint towards the end of the session what that's all about. Now, let's move on, guys. So that's it from Plan B. Shout out to you, Plan B, and thank you very much for your content. As always, always loving your content. Bitcoin mirroring pre-parabolic rally that led to over 1,200% gains in 2017, according to this crypto analyst. So TechDev is showing us that there was an FTX crash. We've had a bit of a pump, hitting the highs. Okay, the same thing happened here. Okay, in 2015, pump, hit the highs. Okay, so Bitfinex crash, hit the highs, boom, and then we majorly rallied to the upside, all the way from $700 to like $20,000, guys. 1,200%. 1,200% could, in this cycle, absolutely possibly take us to a ridiculous $300,000 to $400,000. I've called $300,000 for a number of months now, and I'm going to continue to stick to that level for now, even though I went berserk on my price prediction in that video, and you'll see why. And hopefully this live session gives you some sort of conviction, just like I continue to share with you. So you're in the green zone, don't waste it. The green zone is for buying until we hit the white line, and then guess what happens? We hit a top, a tippity top. Then guess what? Then it's okay. Take some profits. Using my links down below, you'll trade this all the way up. Even if you take a 3x up, you're making 3x your money up, guys. Very, very little risk, okay, to reward ratio. Now, with that being said, I want to go and show you the rainbow chart. I've continuously showed you this chart non-stop. But before I do so, are you guys subscribed yet to my Crypto Bliss channel? And have you yet hit my Bybit and Bitflex links down below to trade with me? Because I'm going to show you some secrets in my trading a little bit later on in this video. Now, with that being said, my trade is doing very, very well. It's now 2,400% in profit after the continuation of the rally out there today. So not only that, perpetual contract has been listed with Velo. So there you go, 2,500%. We're just kind of making a little bit of a bounce off of this beautiful, beautiful purple box here, which, guys, as you all know, I will show you where that leads us to in a moment. But let's get back to the Bitcoin rainbow chart, because the first halving, what happened? We were in the blue zone. We had a major rally right up to the red zone. In the second halving, we were in the blue zone. We made a major rally up to the red zone. In the third halving, we were kind of in the green and accumulate zone. And then we made only a pump up to the sell, seriously sell FOMO zone. Now we are currently in the, I would say, still cheap. Yep, definitely still cheap until Bitcoin gets into the hodl phase. Okay, so right now we're still cheap on Bitcoin. I would say once we surpass the $70,000 level on Bitcoin, and I'm going to now start to talk to you because talk with you, because currently you can see how much we are absolutely bouncing off of this incredible EMA ribbon, just as predicted, just as support. Okay, now let's get some facts into play. All right, cup pattern, handle pattern, breakout, support on EMA ribbon. That's already two indications. That's a tick for me. Heading up to the previous all-time highs, which are pretty much there. We were in some price discovery. Third tick. Fourth tick is we have absolute beautiful volume. Let's go and put our volume indicator in, because today's volume, we are starting to see the volume slowly but surely pick up. Now, bearing in mind that these are 3-day candles, we're starting to see that volume once again pick up. I'm going to shift this onto the weekly time frame, so that we can kindly also see this on the weekly time frame, because the weekly time frame, the last week's candle engulfed the previous week's candle, bounced off of support, bounced off of the 20 on the EMA ribbon, and on top of it is the ribbon continuing to open, which in general, it tends to open once it starts to get into its parabolic phase. I would say it's probably around this kind of level over here right now, because we're setting up to break the previous all-time highs. So I would say to you that the bottom ends are going to end up catching up with the top as well as it opens. So first target 130, I would say 100K first, then 138, then maybe 200, then I would say 300 to 350, 400 would be well on its way and well deserved in the space. But I'm going to show you a few more things in a little moment. But before I do, guys, I'm going to head back to the 3-day chart here. I'm going to pause this chart right here for you. I'm going to share this one last moment, because right now we're coming up to the hodl phase, okay? as you can see, that hodl phase is undoubtedly at that peak there, which, as you can see in the Bitcoin, is right there. Sorry, wrong peak. This peak right here. So anything under 73,000, guys, that would be this white line right here. Okay, my 60. What is this? $70,000 level. Okay, so let's round it off to $70,000. That is the line in the sand for this bull cycle. I'm going to say that once again. This is the line. 70,000 is the line in the sand for this bull cycle, because your percentage, even if it might go to 300,000, yes, you could triple, quadruple, 5, 6, 7, 8x your money from here, but that's not guaranteed. Right now, all we know is we're looking at the facts with crypto and Bitcoin, and we're starting to see that it makes sense that right now we start to hit these targets of the 4.618, because Bitcoin loves that 4.618, okay, which would still dwarf this previous cycle, just as this previous cycle dwarfed that cycle, and this cycle dwarfed the 2013 cycle. As you guys can see, it continues to do the magic that it continues to do. Now, in saying that, I'm going to draw one very, very last line for you guys, because if I draw a line kind of along that route over there, and we push that, we could perhaps possibly end up looking at seeing this market on this cycle get up to that ironic target of 140K. Boom, 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 up, up, up. We could bust above it. I don't know. I'm saying this cycle could hit 140K Bitcoin. That's just double where we're at right now. But I want to show you why I feel differently, and why I believe we're probably going to hit at least the 300K, really giving this cycle, the previous cycle, a massive dwarf. And other players like Arthur Hayes believe we're going to hit 1 million. So let's go and see. Right now, we're in accumulation phase. If we push up, which is generally up towards this level, okay, we can see that possibly we could end up at this zone, 2026, somewhere over here. I can't give you the, there you go. There's the price. Why is it not giving the price? Okay, so there you go. Possibly in 2026, we could get to a overheated zone of 178,000 to about 241,000. So if the Bitcoin rainbow says it, I believe it, because the Bitcoin rainbow has never lied. The Bitcoin rainbow has told us every time that we are in the red zone, it's time to sell the shit out of your stuff. Even though we have continued to go up, it's just taking profits, guys. So if you're in some cool trades, make sure to stay tuned, because what it is that I'm going to show you are going to be some crazy stuff. Are you guys enjoying this so far? If you are enjoying this so far, make sure to smash some thumbs up. Give the page some love. That would be truly and blessedly appreciated. Now, let's move along to some of the charts that I want to share with you from one of my favorite Twitter X mentors. I'm going to show you guys some stuff now, but I want to see how you guys are enjoying this. I don't know if you guys are getting enough stream here together, and if you are getting any good energy here. It doesn't look like it. I hope this ends up being very good for you guys nonetheless. So, Mags, shout out to you, bro. Mags, the Scalping Crypto, is the Scalping Pro. Bitcoin looking good for another leg up. The weekly RSI has been reset and plenty of room to run. So perhaps the 100K target, like I keep saying to you guys, is the next immediate level. From there, we have this entire pattern that we could potentially looking at a breakout from that level, which is why I continuously say I believe we're probably going to see like a 300K target. Another one from the Scalping Pro. I've got a few more from Scalping Pro, and before I continue with the Scalping Pro, I'm going to show you a few other things. Then I'm going to give you guys some conviction as to where it is that I am on this chart and what it is that I'd like to continue to share with you, Because right now, we're seeing this. Bitcoin is loading up for something absolutely tremendously massive. Not only that, we're also seeing Bitcoin what if. We're also going to share where we are in a psychological manner with you in a moment. So, we are currently here at this re-pullback phase. Boom, smash. Okay, after the halving point. This is currently where we are. Boom, smash after the halving. We are currently here. Here is the parabolic curve. Here is the parabolic curve. And here is the continuation of the parabolic curve. Now, very interesting that the peak of the parabolic curve in 2025 is kind of showing us at about between $460,000 and $700,000 Bitcoin. Possibly $1 million. If we kind of... All right. I don't know what you guys see out there in this cycle, but holy schmoles, I definitely and undoubtedly see something between the 2017, okay, which is very catapulting, and the 2013, which was even more catapulting than this. So let's go and check out the last chart from Scalping Pro, and then something else very, very special from Scalping Pro that I have shared with you on the channel before. So 20K, boom, hit the top, pull back. Cycle. 69K, boom, pull back. Are we possibly just going to hit up to like 220, maybe 250, 270K? My target is 300. And then pull back to the 69K. Is that what we intend to do? Do you guys think so? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to know what you guys think. So this is a very, very delicious and juicy chart. So let's go and have a very close look at this from Scalping Max Pro. So guys, we have not even yet really got into the optimism fade. We kind of still in the optimism, but I think a lot of people are still feeling the disbelief. Although the Cryptopians like yourself and myself, if you guys were subscribed to my Twitter page, sharing all this crazy content with you, plus my YouTube page, sharing all of these videos with you for the last few weeks and months and years, because I've been with you guys for now 4.5 years. So thank you to you guys for all of that. I truly appreciate it. Really, guys, this is crazy. And if the last chart that I'm going to show to you doesn't give you conviction that we are still very early right now in this cycle, that we haven't even barely begun our optimism phase, we still have a tremendous, tremendous amount to push. Okay. Potential, all this is potential of a copy of the previous cycle's market. We don't know what it's going to do ahead of us. None of us have a lamp that we can rub. It could crash from here down. But I doubt that, because what it is that I've showed you on this video, it cannot be. It can be impossible. Now, last thing that I want to share with you before I show you some of my charts, my own charts, and we look at some trades, okay? We are looking at the psychological Wall Street cheat sheet. So, Bitcoin, this is hope, disbelief. Oh boy, we're kind of making our way up. Like, you bought Bitcoin down here in the disbelief. That's where you're supposed to buy Bitcoin. When the fear and greed index is at the rock bottom. So fear, buy. Greed, sell. Okay, so essentially you can see here, optimism, this rally is real. Belief, time to get fully invested. Oh no, well guess what guys? That's exactly where I invested the last in the last cycle. I invested at this belief point. Okay, I'll show you exactly actually where I invested. Okay. I got into this market all the way right over here on this candle. January 1st. Boom. In fact, it was 29 December. It was here. So I made money. I got in right here on this candle. Boom. This candle right here. 29 December. That was my first buy into crypto. That was my first. I bought Bitcoin, guys. I bought Bitcoin. I bought Ethereum. I did some crazy shit. I knew not what I was doing, but I did. I got scammed a few times and all kinds of things, but I made money. But look where I am today, guys. If you guys don't believe that I've made money, well, from here, okay, to that peak so far, just on Bitcoin, I have 160%ed on my portfolio. And you know why? Because I bought a shit ton of Bitcoin down here. I bought it all the way up here. I bought some up here. I've just been buying Bitcoin. But currently, I would say from the entry to this all-time high, I'm 160% up on my Bitcoin. That's just one example of many examples I've showed you on different crypto assets that we can invest in. But before I move on to those really awesome and beautiful crypto assets, I'd like to go and show you that particular chart, because that particular chart is the belief stage, okay? This kind of optimism belief stage, as you guys can see, relative. Then we have this next push up here, which is kind of the thrill, and then the euphoria is the top. The thrill, then the euphoria. Crash Bandicoot. Then unfortunately we had like this fake out news here, and then a FTX crashed down to the earth, the bottom of the ocean. But now I want to go and show you something very, very beautiful and very, very important. So I'm going to share a few other charts with you while I do this. So make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. And yeah, let's get into this, guys. I hope you are enjoying this video. If you are, show some love, please. That would be truly appreciated. Really am working hard here to keep you guys satisfied on my live streams, on my sessions with you guys. Now, let us move along with the disbelief chart. It's currently something very, very important. Before I do that, I'm going to share a couple of the Ethereum and the total charts, and then I'm going to show you that juicy, delicious chart that I've been waiting. So, Ethereum first. Here is Ethereum. Ethereum has also gone up pretty much only. Ethereum did crash. Okay. I mean, look at the crash. I would say there's the bottom. So from there to there was the rally, and then there was the crash. Look at the crash. So it rallied from that bottom all the way to the top, 4,100%. Then we had a massive crash of 81%. And this is a blue chip crypto. Bitcoin also has 75 to 95% dips in the bear market. But oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, when we hit a 4,000% rally from the bottom, I'd love to see what the potential of that ends up looking like for us, because I would say to you that right now we are pushing the limits of the crypto space. I'll give us a $38,000 Ethereum price. What I'm going to show you guys, the one thing that I'm a little bit sad about Ethereum is that the PMO, the blue has crossed over, meaning there's not much activity in Ethereum right now, even though we're trying to bounce off of this level. If we fail and we reject it and we capitulate here, that's okay. But if we don't gather enough momentum on the support level and hold above the 2,850 level, I would say to you, Ethereum could fail and come back down to the 2,400 to the 2,300 level. Okay. However, that's very little risk for the crazy upside I just showed you of 38,000. Now, the BTC dominance, kind of doing the same thing. I just want to go and share a few things with you based on some of the active charts that it is that I've shared with you, including this wonderful all-time Bitcoin history index. Now, the halving that we hit here was on 9th of May in 2020. I just want to go and show you, and then all here, 19th of April, 2021. Okay, so let's go and check the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so that we can have a look at 19th of April, 2021. 2021, 19th of April. There you go. There you go. There you go. 19th of April, 2021. Isn't that interesting that we're somewhere here at the bottom? Okay, so that would mean that the peak of, the peak of this cycle, the previous cycle, was the weakest point of Bitcoin dominance, okay, which gave the altcoins their peak. Where were we? 20 February, March, May. Here, there you go. 19th of April. There you go. It gave us the peak on the altcoin. Well, not really the peak, because we had another jump up there, but it gave us the peak on the altcoin. 7th of May, my birthday. I actually remember that in 2021, I got a birthday present of a 40% drop in the market. And I think that happened over like the 2 days. Yeah, 7th of May. I mean, geez, like that was a horrific day. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Boom. 27%. I shat myself, guys. I don't know if you did. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. That would be funny. But anyways, so I'm building up to a climax here in this live session with you guys, because we're still just getting a bounce off of this beautiful area. We're still getting some energy. Not only that, the total 2 continues to grow. The total 2 is bouncing off of this $1 trillion level in the altcoins. It hasn't even really got through it. But right now, it's bouncing off of that level very, 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 very beautifully. And as you can see, it's just hovering above it. So, with all of this being said, with all that you have seen here, with all that I have shown you, how Bitcoin pumps through the halvings, all the way up here, is my target of 300,000. I wouldn't even be surprised if 333,000 this cycle, it smashed through the roof. Now, let us go and finally have a look at what it is that I've been talking to you guys about. The M2, the money supply, in its entire history, has continued to grow. This was the COVID, and these gray vertical lines are the recessions. Now, I just want to show you something. The money supply, even during the recessions, inflated. Hellishly inflated. What do you think is about to happen? Cool, let's have a recession. I'm okay with a recession. Let's have a recession. Please, make the recession happen. I want the recession to happen. If you want a recession to happen, let the recession happen. Okay, because throughout the entire time in history, we can see that the M2 money supply, every single time there was a recession, they printed money, putting more money into M2 supply, making all of the assets backed in US dollars continue to increase in their price denominations, i.e. hence Bitcoin through its entire life has gone from all the way down here of like a few cents, sub $1, to all the way up where it is right now at like, or just sub 75K, to potentially where we could be heading this wonderful bull cycle right now. I need some freaking water. I don't have my water bottle here. It's in the car. But guys, I believe you see where my conviction is coming from. Now, when I show you this next chart, please just put your safety belt on, tie yourself up, because you are going to shit yourself. And I think this should be an absolute celebration for yourselves and your families, knowing that you, by watching my videos on Crypto Bliss, by subscribing to my channel, by coming to watch my Monday live sessions with you guys every single Monday. I'm here with you regardless of what happens. My partner is busy suffering from a violent spider bite, I am here with you. I'm nursing her, of course. Don't get me wrong, guys. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong. But Bitcoin is literally just getting started. And if you do not want to miss out on any more of this action, you have an opportunity right now to make that beautiful blessing in your life and your family's life by having a look at this insane chart. This insane chart is a replica of this chart, bearing in mind that this chart was only 1980, and this one goes all the way back right here to 1959. And just very simply, this is the 3-day. I want to show you guys even on the monthly time frame, because on the monthly time frame, I think I have made my point to you guys quite nicely, telling us that when we are in the Bitcoin band, okay, look at the moving average, look at the ribbons. In fact, I'm even going to give Bitcoin a fair chance, putting it on the monthly time frames and looking at its ribbons. We're only really getting like a very smallish kind of opening on the mouth of the ribbons, okay? And bearing in mind that this is a lagging indicator, okay? But look at when it starts to open. Look at the point when it starts to open as it busts through the all-time high. It opens like crazy. The 20 moving average, you got the 20, the 25, 30, 35, all the way up to 55. Pushing. Guys, this is just getting started. Now, look at how, in the history of Bitcoin, how every single time, and I'm going to show you here, the mouth opens, the price rallies. The same thing is busy happening forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever already since the Federal Reserve has been instated into government to manage the M2 supply of the world currency dominated by the US dollar. The US dollar has continued to supply M2 to the market. Now, I want to show you a few things that are going to convince you that this is a very, very important and freakishly moment that I want to show you some very, very, very skillful things here that I bring to you guys on this. Number one is, of course, our wonderful MACD. Make sure to stay for the last two because this is going to frighten you. The MACD is currently pulling out of the red stage. Currently pulling out of the red stage. Getting ready to pump. Okay, even if we pull down on this, like, it's not going to pull down, guys. It's as simple as that. The PMO, the volume is coming. The ribbons are pushing. The price action is there. The volume is increasing. I'm going to remove some of this so that we can clearly see what it is that I'm about to show you. Even the estimated moving averages. Okay, guys? We can't even see those. There you go. Even the estimated moving averages. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. We are literally just having a field day in crypto. Now, let's go down to the actual... Yeah. Are you ready for this, guys? I hope you are. UT bot alerts. Tells us when to buy and sell. Told us when to buy down here. Told us when to buy over there on this pullback. Told us when to buy. Told us when to buy. Told us when to sell. Sell, sell, sell. Guess what? Told us to sell a few times up there. Where did it tell us to sell? Well, let's go and have a very much a closer view of where it told us to sell and where it told us to buy. Told us to sell there. Boom. Told us to sell there. Boom. Told us to buy 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 there. Boom. I think you can see sell there. I think you can see this indicator is pretty much like very, very accurate. Now it's telling us to buy on the ribbon once again with a breakup once again with good volume, with PMO pushing up, so on and so forth. I'd like to go and show you the same beautiful information now positioned on our incredible. We can remove the volume from here. I want to show you. Let's go and see if we can see if the MACD gives us any information on this beautiful chart here, because in saying so, we've had the most pump of this liquidity happen at COVID. We've had the most dump of liquidity happen in the last 2 years. Hence, everybody was shitting themselves. They're all stressful and all feeling like, oh no, the market's collapsing and blah, 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 blah. But guess what? All that was on the Bitcoin chart was a very, very short, simple, measly total pullback of 23%. That's fucking nuts, guys. Okay. Now, what it is that I'm about to show you is that the MACD is starting to curl and turn back up. The PMO is coming to that point too. We're bouncing off of the ribbon on support. And the last one, where I need you guys to hold your breath. Dun, dun, la, 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 la. Subscribe to the channel in the meantime. That would be truly appreciated. UT Bots. On the monthly, guys. Let's see what UT Bots tells us. Ho, would you look at that? Would you look at that? He told us to sell prior to telling us to buy. He told us to buy and it pumped. It told us to sell a couple times and it told us to buy and it pumped. It told us to sell before it told us to pump. Okay? It told us to sell. Look at the sells. These sells are invalid. The market through the entire history of M2 supply has continued to go up. And I believe it is going to continue to get worse, and the M2 money supply is going to pump. I mean, guys, I drew this line up here because I think that we're going to probably see like 20 to 60 trillion come into a pump over the next cycle. I would say over the next 2 years. Why would we not see that kind of liquidity come into the space? Especially if we're seeing a buy with all of my indicators all at the exact same point, getting ready to burst to the upside on the M2 money supply. I truly hope that you guys have enjoyed this live session. And if you have, show some love. I would love to see some true appreciations from the audience. Even though if the video was staggered and itchy and shitey and shitty, I'm sorry, man, guys. I don't know what it is with the Wi-Fi and this thing. You know, like really, it just, yeah, boggles my mind. But I hope this boggled your mind too. Get a good close look at that, because what we're about to see is probably going to end up looking something like this. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a major rally in this cycle. And I just want to share with you guys, if we thought the COVID pump was bad, I just want to give you guys a small indication as to when that happens. So even though it continues to grow, the money